Hi guys, this is Haunted School and welcome back to my first Christmas review of the 2022 season. And today's review is going to be indeed a very special one, and it's probably one of my key items of my display this year, or the indoor display at least anyway. And I got this guy a couple of weeks ago. This is the Gemmy 2004 Singing and Dancing Santa, the 5-foot version. And yeah, this variant in particular is probably the most common version in the UK with this belt, and yeah, it's been quite a time it's took to get one of these guys actually. So enough with the jibber jabber, let's get on to the actual box, because this is the original box, which is really cool. Not in the best shape obviously, because there's no top to it, but it's cool because we've got the pictures on, which is what matters. So at the top here it says Animated Singing Santa, 5 foot, 1.5 meters. It's got a very nice picture of the Santa here, kind of showing what he does and everything. And it says right here, your Santa talks, sings and dances. And he sings It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, Up on the Housetop, Winter Wonderland, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and Jingle Bells. Yep, Jingle Bell it says. But down here it says Join the Fun, kind of just shows a demonstration of the microphone features working. It says karaoke with Santa, microphone included, and some details at the bottom showing about the DC adapter and everything that is included. And this actually does have a back picture to it, which I'll show as well. So it says, this animated singing Santa is making a huge impression on this holiday season. He talks and sings pretty much all the songs I went over. And as popular as this guy was back in the day, but one of the most iconic things in stores back then, like I think he's in pretty much most UK stores. I know he's sold at Astra, he's sold at Argos. That was the green vest with the bells variant. That was at Argos, which is really cool. And yeah, pretty much shows you the same pictures as front, karaoke with Santa and so forth. There's a demonstration of the claps mechanism. Connect your Santa to your stereo and you'll move his mouth to your holiday music, and he turns his head whilst moving his mouth. Down here it shows all the copyright information with music, DC adapter port and all that. This is barcode if any of you guys want to see that. And down there it says 2004 Gemmy Industries Corp. And finally, before we actually go on to Santa himself, he is downstairs currently. I'm going to show you all of his accessories. I do have one of his locking pins, sadly not the second one. It doesn't really matter because I don't really keep him stored much anyway. We got the auxiliary cable, which I'm not sure if this is original or not. I think it was because it was twist tied when I got him. Got an extension cable to the microphone, which is cool. And finally the mic itself, which I'll get off a box for you guys here. It's got the little cable to it there. Just standard microphone cable that is. And here's the microphone itself. It's got a bit of a switch there. But yeah, there you go. That's all of the accessories that come with Santa. So let's proceed on with the next part, which will be his setup. So here we go. So here's Santa out of his box, and I'm going to show you how to collapse him real quick. So first off, push on his shoulders to lock him down, and he clips into position, and to get him back up, do the exact opposite, push back down on his shoulders and he'll come back up. Okay, so that is how you pretty much collapse Santa down to his 3-foot size. And also he does have another step for assembly as well. You can the head does come off. Do it. There we go. And he does have this connector right there. And how you make sure that it's all in place? He does have some grooves in his neck, which move you up closer to see. So he's got that. And if we put the camera back, put his head in just like that, as you can see there, and then put it in place, hit it down. There we go. So might as well get on to the review now. So he does stand at about 5 foot tall, As you can see, I've got the realistic variant, the 2018 one over there, and that one does tower over this one quite a bit. This one's about the same height as the Santas you get in the range nowadays, as you can see, and I really do love this guy. These are built really solid, to be honest. I've always wanted a Gemmy, original Gemmy Santa, and this one just is the perfect one, I think. Now he has had some repairs. Some of his body structure was a bit snapped on one pole, but I've fixed it up with some Gorilla Glue and a zip tie, and it works perfectly. And also his collapse mechanism. As a really nice guy from the States managed to ship me over some locking pins, which he now locks into 3 foot, ready for storage. So I'm going to take you guys off the tripod here and give you guys a closer look at him. So here we are. So as we look closer, you can see this guy from head to toe is amazing in quality. Even from just looking at it, like owning this thing in person is just something else. But I might as well get onto his hat first. Even just little details like his hat being stitched like this, really nicely paid attention to, because I know the range ones kind of just dangle up the back right there with a bell on. That looks really cool. I know some of the versions do have holly around this part of the hat, but this one doesn't. This is the 2004 UK model. Here's a look at his face here. It's got a really nice solid head. It's kind of like a mould kind of thing. He's got glasses, as you can see, metal either side of here. These can kind of be posed a bit, but they look best like that. He does have a little mouth right there. It's made of rubber. And let's get a look at the side profile of his head. And yeah, looks awesome. Let's move down to his body. His body is absolutely solid, like not like some of these pole-based ones. Like, I can compare it to this guy real quick. Like, his solid body stops around his, just below his chest. This is like these are like rings going around. But the cool thing about the Gemmy one is that it goes all the way down. But here's his belt. This one is quite hard to find I know in the US. Because I know most of the models have the SC belt buckle. This one's kind of like got a bit of a pattern to it. It's got 3 buttons going up his trim right there. And his arms are pose and stay. Like, you just have to, like, don't pose the arms like that. Just hold the upper portion of the arm and bend him at the elbow. I don't think these are his original pose, because I think they're more inwards when he's originally posed. But yeah, I like him like this. Here are his hands. Nice detail. I think the realistic one does look a bit more striking as an actual hand, as you can see in comparison. But I think these are much better in quality. I love the finger paint, the nails in particular. As we go further down, here are his trousers. Typical Santa trousers. There's the bottom of the trim. And if you look under here, I'm not sure if it's right there, it should be around here. We do have a little speed dial. I'll try and get that out for you guys. But yeah, there we go. So if you actually insert a flathead screwdriver into that, you do take this coating off right here, because this is like heat shrink or something. If you take that off, insert a flathead and turn it around, you can adjust the speed of this guy. So I've got him dancing pretty slow right now, but I do prefer him like this, because just for the sake of the mechanism being preserved for a long time. But you can make this guy dance really quick as well. And finally, onto the base. Same base as the Range Santa. This is what they're actually based off. It does have a red try me button. It's got a motion sensor. I don't think this variant is sound activated. I know some of the later ones are though. And moving to the back of his base, you got the volume control option. You got the 3-way switch where you can have him on a bit off his button mode, on his sensor, and you got microphone and auxiliary, which are these 2 jacks here. So if you plug a microphone or the auxiliary cable into him, his head will actually move and his mouth will move to the words that you speak into it, which is really awesome. Finally, right there, he does take a 9-volt adapter, which I'll show you the exact one now, just so you don't plug the wrong one in and fry him out. So this plug right here is the very original plug. It does take a 9V 1.5 amp adapter, or 1500 milliamp if your adapter looks a bit different to this. But yeah, make sure you plug this voltage into him, and then you all should be good. But yeah, there you go. That, for a life size made nearly 20 years ago, I think this guy still definitely blasts life sizes made up. Life sizes out of the park that I made today. I do think he is slightly better than the realistic one. Yeah, I said it. And yeah, I know with him being quite an old life size, a lot of people do have quite a bit of history behind him. Like, I don't particularly remember seeing this guy in stores, but there's a bakery nearby where I am, and they always have one of these guys out every year, the same exact model, 2004 variant, and yeah, that's the variant I really wanted. I actually grew up with the 2009 variant of the realistic Santa, but he fried out the year we got him, sadly. I think he was dancing ridiculously quick. But yeah. And actually in 2020, I did actually get one of these guys, but it was the 2003 variant that sung Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I did make a video on the Christmas Decorations UK channel, kind of just to show him a bit, and yeah, it was not in the best of shape. Like, the seller plugged a high voltage adapter into him and completely destroyed the board, to say the least. I tried replacing as much components as I could, and it was really not springing out any life or anything. But yeah, I'm so glad I got this guy now. I think he came to about 275 in total, which I know is really pretty damn steep. I know a lot of people find them at very good prices, but I was just in desperate need for this guy this year. I am downsizing my Christmas collection quite a bit, so he'll definitely be in space of that. But yeah, without the jibber jabber anymore, I'm gonna plug this guy in and show you everything he says and everything he does.
Merry Christmas! It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the most wonderful time of the year. There'll be much mistletoeing and hearts will be glowing when loved ones are near. It's the most wonderful time, yes, the most wonderful time, oh, the most wonderful time of the year.
As you can see, everything works perfectly. The head, dancing and mouth are all perfect. I know it used to be a bit shaky before I restored the structure for the dancing. And even the arms are still intact, which I know they do snap quite a lot on these guys if you do pose them wrong. Let's show you the second song.
Up on the housetop, reindeer paws, out jumps good old Santa Claus. Down through the chimney with lots of toys, all for the little ones' Christmas joys. Oh, ho, ho! Who wouldn't go? Oh, ho, ho! Who wouldn't go? Up on the housetop, click, click, click. Down through the chimney with good Saint Nick. Have a great holiday season! How about a song to get you into the holiday spirit? Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Oh, ho, ho, bells on bobtail ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Does have 2 more songs. So, yeah.
Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking in a winter wonderland. In the meadow we can build a snowman and pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, "Are you married?" We'll say, "No, man, but you can do the job when you're in town." Later on, we'll conspire as we dream by the fire to face unafraid the plans that we've made, walking in a winter wonderland. Season's greetings!
And also, if you haven't noticed already, he does sing the same exact songs as the ones at Range Cell. This is what they originally came from, believe it or not. And yeah, the sound quality is a huge difference between this one and the Range model. Like the Range ones have a ton of bass in, and these ones are just really clear compared to it. And let's put the last song on.
We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us a figgy pudding, oh, bring us a figgy pudding, oh, bring us a figgy pudding and a cup of good cheer. We won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, we won't go until we get some, so bring some right here. Good tidings to you wherever you are, good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas, everybody!
So there you have it, that's the Gemmy 2004 5-foot life-size singing and dancing Santa. A perfect life-size Santa from head to toe, probably the best ones you can get nowadays. If you guys are looking for the perfect Christmas decoration to stand by your Christmas tree and will greet your guests as soon as they come in, this is definitely the decoration for you. With these guys, I think when it comes to finding them for sale, you kind of got to know what you're going to be going into in terms of condition with these, because with this being a nearly 20-year-old animatronic, I think he's 18 years old now, this particular model. There are fully working ones you can find for sale, and there are ones that not so much, some with mechanical issues and board issues, mate, even worse. But yeah, even if he is just a static prop, he just aesthetically looks amazing. Like, this is the definitive Santa in my opinion. His price range goes from, if you're very lucky, you can find him for around £50 on Facebook Marketplace and places like that. And places like eBay usually take the higher end prices, £200, £300. But that is mainly for fully working ones, so I definitely recommend going for a fully working one if you're in that price point. But yeah, that's my review of the Gemmy 2004 Santa. Please give us a like, comment and subscribe for more Christmas videos coming your way this year. And until the next video, this is your guide for all things Christmas.
Merry Christmas!